We're here with the Ingqu FY10. We're gonna get it out for its first test run here. We're out here at a little pond here. We might get it in the water. We're gonna see how it does. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Does pretty good on land here. Definitely has some good brakes on it, some good speed. Easily does donuts. Those big tires sure allow it to go on any type of terrain. On the grass here, no problem. Having a little connectivity issue there. I think it's fine though. A little cold out here today. You gotta go light with the throttle while you're in the water. There we go, guys. It is floating. I'm able to turn it around. Get going a little faster. That's about it. Throttle control is how you get this thing through the water. Let's take it back out onto the gravel. Our range does seem to be a little limited here. Not too bad, but I don't think I have new batteries in the transmitter, and that might be the issue. So we're gonna pull over right here. I think I have some new batteries in the truck, and we'll get right back out of here. Definitely does well on grass, gravel, pavement. Yeah, I'm a bit of issues with range there. I thought it may have been the batteries in the transmitter, but that doesn't seem to be the case. All right, let me get over here. Get it in the water here for one last go around. And it looks at the back spoiler as I stuck it in the mud there before I got it in. Not bad, guys, not bad. I think I've got the hang of it. It's not like driving on land. You gotta take it easy. Yeah, it does quite well actually in the water. And I ease the throttle there. I'm just trying to be easy on the throttle here. I don't want to overdo it. I'll show you what happens if you overdo the throttle. It seems to want to go underwater. See, a little bit too aggressive, but it comes back up. You just got to be easy on the throttle. That's the trick with this one. One thing I did notice about this RC is we seem to have a little bit of a range issue that might not be specific to all the FY10s. FY-10s, but mine seems to have a little bit of issue. I'm going to open it up and see where that antenna is at, and I might have to reposition it, but overall I'm pretty happy with this, guys. Seems to do quite well.
Alright guys, we're back in with the Ingqu FY10. We just finished up testing it out at that little pond I was at, testing out some of the amphibious capabilities, the on-road, the off-road. It did good on all terrains. I'm quite happy with that. It didn't really move through the water as well as I hoped, but it did what it said. It stayed afloat, it didn't sink, it was able to move through the water, so can't say anything bad about that. Pretty happy though with the waterproof capabilities of this. We got it really wet and it did quite well. It didn't stop running, that's for sure. And to show you the inside here, see if I can show you it. We got it pretty wet, and this seemed to do quite well there. We got some weeds and a little bit of dirt and mud, so that mesh does quite well. One thing I did notice though is it did move through the water backwards better than it did forward for some reason, and I'm looking at the tires and they look like they're on the right way, so there's no reason for that, but just a little something I noticed, a little observation there while I was out there. So we did have some issues though. Some pretty big issues in my mind. The first being, and maybe the least of the two, was range. I seem to have issues with it cutting in and out, and it wasn't that far away from me, maybe 40 meters at the most, and it seemed to be cutting in and out. Now, if I position the transmitter a certain way, it would come back in, but at first I thought the batteries may have been bad that were in the transmitter, but I changed those out to some brand new ones and there was no difference. I thought at first there was, but there really wasn't. So I'm not sure what the issue is there. I know some guys with this style transmitter actually bring the aerial out of the transmitter, and that may be something I have to do. Some guys, I believe, have had that issue that I've watched videos of just recently with other RCs. But regardless, back to this one. I was doing my outro like I usually do, and then just your typical waist height drop, and then into into driving it. So the plan was to do my outro, drop it from waist height, and then drive it back into the pond for my outro. Well, as soon as I dropped it and I was on grass, the rear hub broke, and I have to apologize. In my unboxing video, as you can see there, the front hubs are metal, and I thought the rears were too for some reason, but they're plastic. And unfortunately, the rear hub broke there, right at the attachment point. It broke, and I was quite surprised. I'd never broken a hub before, and especially from just doing a drop like that. I didn't abuse this RC. I've actually run our other RCs quite a bit more aggressively than I ran this one today. This one I was focusing on the amphibious capabilities, and obviously did some other terrains as well while I was there. But yeah, to have that drop on grass like that and the hub to break is a little bit concerning. Seems like a weak point. And the other thing I noticed too when I got to the bench here is at the rear diff here, there's a lot of grease coming out of there. Let's see if we can see there. A lot of grease, and only in that one spot. That's a little concerning. That tells me that we've gotten water into the rear diff, and I'm probably going to have to pull that all apart and dry it out and clean it out a bit there. So that's a bit concerning. We'll have to repack that rear diff there, and was not expecting to see a bunch of grease coming out of it like that. So guys, the next step here, I guess, is to be contacting Ingqu. I'm going to let them know what happened here, and I'm going to give them the opportunity to make it right. And if they make it right and address these issues I have, then you'll be seeing this RC on the channel again. If not, it is what it is. Alright guys, so we're going to leave it at that. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button before you head out. And remember guys, don't be a stranger. We'll see you on the next one. See ya!